Alright, I'm coming. Let's turn this down. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. So glad you've all made it. That was a little bit early, but have a lot of stuff that I'm working on, and this is the best time slot for me, to be honest with you. But I know a lot of people are still in school and stuff, but it'll be okay. It'll be a slow pouring in of people throughout the stream, I imagine. So, yeah, it's all good. Welcome. I don't really have a lot of like news or reveal stuff for you today. Today is mainly I'm just plugging that Dreamland Invasion full download is now up. godmetal.bandcamp.com, 100% free. I went and downloaded I bought 1,000 download credits for everybody. If I run out, I'll get more. But yeah, it's completely free. If you want to make a contribution, you can. It's optional. But if you just go and like you put $0, it'll let you do $0. So it's free for everybody. It is also available on Spotify and iTunes, with the exception of the Kirby's Adventure medley, because I mentioned this in a few other live streams. I can't get mechanical licenses for a medley if it has more than 8 songs, and the Kirby's Adventure medley has 10. So those aren't on iTunes and Spotify. It is on Bandcamp, so if you go get the free Bandcamp download, you can get that one too. If you download the album in its entirety on Bandcamp, you get the 02 Acoustic. If you were just here 2 minutes ago, you were just listening to it. The 02 Acoustic full is, yeah, if you download the entire album, you get that. Like I said, other than that, I don't really have a lot of news. I guess just so I can talk about something, I'll just talk about what the next few months are looking like. This month in June and a little bit of May as well, I'm going to be playing a lot of catch-up on to-do list songs I have. Like, there's a lot of songs that I pulled in Patreon drawings that I need to do, and I still have to do an April Fool's thing sometime this month, hopefully. If not, maybe I'll do it in May, but we'll see. I'll still do a funny song, I just don't know when. Like I said, right now I have a ton of songs on my to-do list. It's crazy. But I'm trying to get caught up on those by the end of June. May, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, is May Madness, where I do a few remakes of older songs. And last year I did a few new songs too, so I'm probably going to do the same thing this year, just to help me catch up on things. But I'm going to remake some old stuff as well, and I shoot for 7. It's been 7 every year, I think. I think last year I was saying that it might end up being 6, but I managed to push one extra. It was Bury My Shell at Wounded Knee. I wasn't going to do that one last year, but I managed to barely squeeze it in at the last second. So, yeah, so there's going to be a lot more songs coming this month, May, probably June too. And then the next album I have to do is Side Quest 2 for the Patreon people again. We already drew the 10 songs for it. I got to get to that, so that's going to be coming later this year. The next 2 big secret projects, I'm going to give you the code names for them, are Project 1 and Project X. That's not going to be for a while, so don't even worry about that. Right now, let's just focus on this massive to-do list I have, and May Madness, and everything else. Kisharo, thanks for the 10. It's not euros. It's not euros. The last time you told me it's not euros. It's 10 pounds, right? I think people made fun of me last time I said euros. I think it's pounds. Thanks for the 10 pounds, man. You're amazing. You do so much for me, man. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, like I said, that's really all I have. Just to skim over really quick one more time before I get to everybody's questions in the chat and all that. godmetal.bandcamp.com, Dreamland Invasion, completely free, with the option to contribute an amount if you feel like it, if you want to. That'd be really cool. Helps me get new equipment and stuff, so yeah. It's also on Spotify and iTunes, with the exception of the Kirby's Adventure medley, because I can't get mechanical licenses for a medley with more than 8 songs, but it is on the Bandcamp download, so yeah. That's really it. I'll go ahead and answer a bunch of questions and all that stuff, and if you guys have anything else you want to say, I'll try to read as much as I can. Please keep in mind, I can't answer every single question, because most of the time this chat is just going nonstop, and like it takes me a minute to answer a question, because I can talk a lot when it comes to being asked questions, so yeah. What am I holding? It's a I forgot what they're called. It's a little ruler. It's really good for adjusting like guitar setup stuff. That's why I have it, but you know, I'm just fidgeting really. Oh man. Welcome back, Cassie. It's good to see you, as always. You're in every live stream. Can you do any voice impressions? Probably. I can't think of any off the top of my head. That's more my wife's thing. She does that all the time. Were you planning on including a Star Ally song? I'm glad you brought this up, like, first thing, because that's one thing I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of you were expecting the last song to be a Star Ally song on the Dreamland Invasion album. The reason, I mean, it kind of was, but not really. Dreamland Invasion has been in production since like 2017, since last year. I wanted to get it done by like November of last year, but I just didn't have time. So I pushed it off and I started getting to other songs instead, and then it happened, like, because I wanted to do it last year for Kirby's 25th anniversary. Technically, we're still within the time frame of Kirby's 25th anniversary, so we kind of made that. But yeah, Star Allies just came out, and really the full songs weren't leaked until, I think, last month sometime. And so the best I could really do for you was squeezing Buff DDD into the D3 medley, which I thought was pretty cool because it gave us 3 DDD songs. DDD, D3. Kind of makes it make more sense. But yeah, I will do Star Ally stuff this year, I promise. I haven't even played the game. I haven't even listened to the soundtrack, to be honest with you, with the exception of Buff DDD. So that's why I didn't do that. I know a lot of people were expecting, I don't want to spoil anything, but there was a couple of songs that people were constantly requesting in the Dreamland Invasion videos. But I know about them now, and there's a few other songs that I want to get to as well, now that I know you guys want them, like Drossia. I didn't know Drossia was such a wanted song. So I will probably do that as well before the year's over. Star Allies for sure before the year's over, but yeah, more Kirby stuff, definitely. I'm not done with Kirby just because I did the Dreamland Invasion album. Not by any means. Could you post tablature for your song? Sorry for repeating. No problem, A-Square. Is my camera kind of like lagging a little bit? Let me close some stuff. Looks like I'm kind of choppy. Yeah. Give me 1 second. What's that? Oh yeah, I don't need this up. Okay. My music's not too loud, is it? Make sure about that. Tabs. Tabs is something a lot of people have been asking me about. It's something that takes a bit of time to do. Let's fidget with this instead. If I fidget with this, it'll make more sense. It kind of takes a lot more time than I wish it did to make tabs, which is why I haven't done them yet. I do want to do tutorial videos for some songs, but I don't know. I just got to find the time to do it. Right now, my to-do list is like beyond full, so I have to get to that first. But I'll see what I can do for you guys when I have the time. I promise. It's Waddle Dee. Everyone, because sometimes people call this Kirby, but it's Waddle Dee. It's a Waddle Dee plushie. Tabs are shit. You sheet music. That's okay. Actually, like a lot of people assume that I write out everything I do, and I don't. I just learn everything on the fly and record it, and it kind of hurts me in a way because I don't remember everything that I play by any means. Will you ever do a metal cover off an Off the Hook song, the news presenters from Splatoon 2? Also like to know your nationality. My mother her family's Mexican, so I'm actually half Mexican and my father's white. So that's my nationality. I'm mixed. Half Mexican, half white. As for Off the Hook stuff, yes, I do want to do a Splatoon 2 song this year. A lot of you probably know Splatoon 2 is my main game at the moment, and I've been playing the heck out of it until Smash comes out. Until Smash Switch comes out, and then it's like, bye Splatoon. But yeah, I do want to do an Off the Hook song. Maybe something like Title Rush. Looks very pink on the camera. It really looks like Kirby. Yeah, the lighting's not really helping him out. If I back him up a little bit, you can see the redness his side. I need a new one because he kind of faded. Like, I had this one in my car and it sat in the sun and it got faded from the sun, so. Oh man, I gotta answer these. I saw a few of these super things. JDog25, thanks for the $2, man. Hey Johnny, what flavor is your toothpaste? It's the Crest, not the 3D white, but there's a different one. It's like Crest Pro Health or something like that. I think it's that one. I think it's just mint. There's a really good one that's like Crest with scope, and it's the orange scope, and that one's really good. That's what flavor my toothpaste is. It's a weird question. Rob, thanks for the 10. It's pounds, right? 10 pounds. I'm not going to call them euros this time. Thanks for the 10 pounds, man. You're the best. Thank you so much for your hard work. Rob, thank you for your work in the Discord and everything. Let me see. Making sure I didn't miss anything. $2 donation to honor my second place Jackbox curse. Spiral Joel. I hear you, man. Thanks for the $2. Okay. I haven't played Star Allies, so I can't give you an answer on the favorite ally from Star Allies thing. I still have to play it. I'm probably going to play it. I'm probably going to get it this month. Least favorite Kirby ability. Ball from Kirby's Adventure. I think it returned in one of the Kirbys. I can't remember which one. Oh, it's not pounds. Is it euros this time? They look the same. Hold on. I'm looking at the pound and euro symbol. Okay. So the pound looks like an F, and I'm guessing that's euros that Rub did. It looks like an E. Okay. Now I know, man. See, I'm from the US, so I don't know all these symbols. Who are your top 3 guitar idols? Please say Jason Becker. Jason Becker's awesome, but he's not in my top 3. I'm sorry. My top 3 would be John Petrucci, Paul Gilbert, Randy Rhoads. I know everybody says Randy Rhoads, but like, man, like when I first started learning guitar, like I was just learning the first 2 Ozzy albums, like all the way through. Once I could, not right off the bat, obviously, but Jason Becker is amazing though, no doubt. Did you like doing Dialga's Fight to the Finish cover? Yeah, man, of course. The song is pretty good. There's a lot of songs I forget I do sometimes, and that's one of them. But whenever I do hear it again, I'm like, this was really good. So, yeah. I have fun doing every song I do. Even the ones like, there's a few songs where I can say, like, in the middle of production, I'm like, man, I just freaking hate this song. But 99.9% of the time, by the end, I end up loving it. And then there's another moment where when I've recorded the video and it's done, I've heard the song probably 2,000 times and I'm just sick of hearing it. Favorite Canon Kirby color? Blue, because I like blue, but they're all cool. Do you play all of the instruments in your videos? Also, do you yourself edit your videos? Yes, I do play all the instruments. Now, the stuff you hear on the tracks, like on the actual music track, like a lot of the background stuff, some of it's programmed, like some of the synth stuff, like obviously like the crazy fast arpeggio things, that's just very backgroundy. Like I don't always play that if I don't really feel or see the need to. But yeah, guitar, bass, drums, the synth leads for the most part is all me. Weirdest song you covered? Glen Master 7. Off from Pepper Steak. Oh, Off from Pepper Steak. Bar none. People ask this to me and they ask Johnny thing in Discord, and every time, like, it's no question about it. Off from Pepper Steak is, or I mean, Pepper Steak from Off, by far the weirdest song. Weirdest aside from that, what do you think, Wallaby? What do you think? I don't know, man. Somebody just followed me on Twitch, by the way. Thank you. Pepper Steak from Off is what I meant to say. Weirdest aside from that, I mean, you got the April Fool stuff, but the songs are like legit good. Like Cheetah Man. I guess like the Robbie Ribby. That was kind of a weird song to do. But then again, they're all like legit songs. I can't really think of anything that was crazy out of style that I did even close to Pepper Steak, man. So I'm gonna have to go with Pepper Steak for you on that one. I noticed the next song is from Hat in Time, and Youngtown voices the Snatcher in it. Can we expect a Jonny Atma Youngtown crossover? Maybe. I'm not gonna say it was planned, so. But yeah, I didn't know that Youngtown voiced the Snatcher of that. I have Hat in Time, but I still have to play through it. Actually, Kishiro, if he's still in the chat, he gifted that to me on Steam. I still gotta play through it. Favorite Kirby villain? What do you think, man? I think I answered this in Discord. I think I said Meta Knight and 02 are my favorites. 02 has kind of got like this whole dark side thing and pretty interesting lore surrounding him, I guess. Thank you for Moonstruck Blossom. You're welcome, Francisco. Thanks for requesting it. Glad you liked it. Have you ever played Nights into Dreams? I haven't played it. I've heard a lot of the soundtrack, obviously, because I did Tragic Revenge. Haven't played it though, and I've watched some gameplay videos on it. Will you ever return to Tim Follin's work, Dark Bishop J? Yes, absolutely, 100% positively will. Tim Follin is amazing, and I love everything he does. And I wish he would come back and do more chiptune stuff for everyone, but he doesn't like it. He doesn't like chiptune stuff. He prefers film score sounding stuff, of all things. Man, crap. We lost a good one. You ever played Fire Emblem? I've played the old ones. I haven't played any of the recent ones, and I haven't beaten any of them. TRPG or SRPG, whatever they're called, officially, never really been my thing. The only one I've played through all the way is Shining Force for Genesis. When and how did you get the idea to hide Waddle Dees into your videos? I don't hide them, man. He just pops up. What's your favorite copy ability? Ninja, I believe, is the most fun. This guy right here is the most fun, but the most powerful. Keep in mind I haven't played and beaten every Kirby game. Plasma. Plasma from Superstar was overpowered to the max, and when I was younger, I always played through Superstar with Plasma because it just made everything super easy. I probably wouldn't nowadays just because it's cheap. It's so good it's cheap. Ninja is not even like in Superstar anyways. It really wasn't that great of an ability because he had a lot of moves that like put you that made you get hit really, and it sucked. But it's fun to use though. I haven't played Air Ride. I've had friends that did though. Hammer is stronger, but Plasma you can use from long distance. You don't have to worry about getting hit. Any chance we'll get Crash Bandicoot 3 stuff? Yeah. You guys see my dog in the background. He has a wrapper to something. I see you, dogs. I see you in my video. What was I talking about? Oh, the Ravioli Man. Any chance we'll get Crash Bandicoot 3 stuff? Crash Bandicoot stuff, yeah. I do want to do something from Crash Bandicoot. Maybe not necessarily 3, but maybe. I know there's a couple songs on the Patreon request list from the Crash Bandicoot series. So it'll eventually happen. I do want to do something from Crash, especially with Insane Trilogy came out last year. Now it's coming to Switch. Yeah. Rob, thanks for the 400... Oh, I'm sorry. Dimitri. We have a Rub here, so I saw Rub, and I thought Rub was doing more stuff. Dimitri, thanks for the... That's Rubies, right? Or no, that would be RUP. I don't know what RUB is. Thanks for the 400 RUBs. Whatever those are. Dimitri, you're awesome. Donated literal rubs, yeah. Everyone donating weird currency so I can screw them up. How many years have you been playing instruments, man? Taco or Taco, however you may say her name. It's varying amounts. Altogether, I mean, I started learning instruments. The first instrument I ever learned was the violin in 5th grade. So that was, how old is somebody in 5th grade? They're like 9? So over 20 years ago was the first instrument I learned. I was not good at it. I still by any means am not anywhere even near decent on violin. I actually have an electric violin in the closet, but yeah, I'm not good at it at all. That's the first thing I learned. In 6th grade, I joined school band and I learned tuba. 7th grade, I learned trombone, and then I went back to tuba for 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, and I played trombone in jazz band. I picked up guitar in high school, and that was like, I've been playing guitar, believe it or not, off and on. It's been nothing but on for the past 5 years. But before that, I was kind of off and on with guitar for like 15 years. Keys, I've been playing since I was a kid, but very off and on. There was like a solid 2-3 year period where I was playing nothing but keys. I was in a funk and R&B band, and that was my main gig for the while when I lived in Memphis several years ago. Now it's like, keys is like the least thing I practice, absolutely. Unfortunately, I only have time to practice so many things, and it's guitar top priority, then drum and bass, and then keys, like I kind of mess around sometimes, but aside from recording, I don't really play it. Drums, I've been playing Again, I don't really super practice drums. Sometimes, like, I try to practice drums at least a few times a week. Sometimes I do it every day, but guitar is every day. Drums is almost every day. Just because if you don't practice drums regularly, you will get offbeat and sloppy. So that's probably been like a solid 10 years, I guess. Yeah. I could practice it more, but I don't have time. Let's move on to another question. Hope that answered your question, though, man. For keyboard being the least practiced, pretty good. Thanks, Foxanadu. I wish Dark Midnight Nights returns with the remix theme. I did it back in 2015, so you got that. We ever hear anything from Spyro 3? You know, I don't really... No Spyro songs come to mind. I saw the Spyro announcement, of course, and I guess I'm hyped for it. Like, I played the first one. I didn't play the other two, but that was a long time ago. I don't know. I gotta check the soundtrack out. I can't remember a single Spyro song, to be honest with you. Jose Pop. What motivates you to make music? You guys. You all, really. And just, I love video game music. I always love video game music. And now that I have people to make it for, it just gives me more motivation to do it, so. Short answer for your question there. Do I even lift, bro? I'm lifting this water, does that count? Sword of Malnock. Your work is awesome. I hope you can check out Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure sometime. There are awesome songs there, such as Wrapped in Black. I'll have to check them out. Sonic Rush is, those are the ones that were on Game Boy, or not Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, right? Really creative game, your mom gay. Well, thanks for the $3 anyway. But yeah, I'll check out the Sonic Rush soundtrack sometime. I get a few requests for those. It's a underappreciated Sonic game. Would it be a series, I guess? Because there's two of them. There's one in the first Sonic fan medley, even though that medley is very dated. Hi Johnny, got a jet in a moment, but I'm glad I caught this before I left. Got a quick question. Would you consider doing a Dreamland Invasion Part 2 album? Maybe in the future. Right now, I'd rather get to other stuff, just so we can keep things mixed up. For now, I'm just going to keep it at, we'll be doing a Kirby song every few months or so. I have been thinking about Dreamland Invasion 2, but like I said, there's too much other stuff I got to get to first. And plus, like, we touched on a lot of the most requested songs with this album, so, like, looking through it, Marks and Moonstruck Blossom were probably the two most requested, especially Marks, man. Marks had a ton of requests. I wasn't even aware until I was actually looking for comments for the beginning of the video, and there was like on average, if I do a comment search, if like 100 to 200 pop up, that's a really, really high request. Marks had like over 400, and that's, I think, even more than any of the Undertale songs had, or even Star Dream had, so it's crazy. JDog25, know you, a really creative name, also Toothpaste. Thanks again, JDog. Asking you shall wait 6 months minimum, then receive. Pretty much. GUI588, best Kirby song. My personal favorite Kirby song. It's hard for me to say. Dirty and Beauty. Dirty and Beauty is my personal favorite. I love that song. It is so awesome. Ultimate, Piesman or Peasman? That's 500 yen, I believe. Thank you. You like your music. It's cool to see so many people from all these different areas of the world here. That's awesome. I see a lot of people speaking, I believe, Spanish as well. So that's cool. I can't speak any. I can read some, but I can't speak it. Can I request a song or two? Awesome, man. Do I do a remake of Zero 2 Battle in May, or a Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart DS 7A? I'll tell you guys this much about Zero 2. I do want to remake it. I do want to... If and when I do remake Zero 2, I want to get Edo Bean back to do... if I did it, I would do two versions. I would do an instrumental, and I would bring Edo Bean back. And I believe she's down for it, but like I owe her a couple other things, so I have to get those to her first. But yeah. I don't know if it'll be as soon as this May, but it'll happen eventually for Zero 2. Plan on doing any more singing? Andrew Hobson, love your Sephiroth video. Thanks, man. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, absolutely. Of course. I just like to do singing rarely because I think it makes it a lot more special if I just do it every now and then. Those vocal covers, like, are very... They're some of the most disliked, but they're also some of the most popular. Because people are very, very picky about vocals, and I understand completely. But yeah, absolutely. Oh man, so many questions. So many questions. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to read as much as I can. I'm trying to get to as many different people as I can. As well. As for people like requesting stuff, I always say this. I highly suggest, and I know it seems all for naught sometimes, but if you leave your request in the comments, I skim through the comments almost every day. So gives me an idea of what to look for, especially if I see the same thing several times. When will Highness Unmasked cover come? I mentioned at the top of the stream, just to Toby, Star Ally stuff will be coming this year, I promise. What's your most hated game? Can be based off glitches, bad mechanics, and or how easy. It's coming from Name. It's a good name. My most hated game? I don't know, man. I've played a few bad ones, but it's hard for me to answer that. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Game Addict, it's nice that you got featured first in Family Jewel's Super Mario Medley. I know, right? Like, I thought for sure, because he sent everybody. I hope he doesn't mind me talking about this. He sent everybody like a form, like a short form to fill out, like what's your favorite Mario game and what kind of song would you like to do. And for mine, I put my favorite soundtrack was Super Mario RPG. So I thought for sure I was gonna get a Mario RPG song, but I also noted there was also a part for notes, and I said I'd be down for doing anything really, because you know it's freaking Mario. And like I was pumped when he actually said, "So I'm gonna have you do the main theme," and I was like, "Well, there's no beating that. I mean, it's the main theme. Everyone knows that." There's nobody in this world except for like people who have lived under a rock for their entire lives that don't know the Super Mario theme, gamer or not. So this is the best song I can get. So Jules watches this stream for whatever reason. Thanks, man. How would you feel about doing Mega Man X songs? I still have to do a Sigma medley for you guys because I said I would do that like several years ago. I haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, Mega Man X, absolutely. Oh, Jimmy Ultima. Someone who isn't a fan of your work. Got me all Dreamland Invasion was okay for the most part. Also, as your arch nemesis, you need to promote your acoustic channel more. You also missed my previous donation. Oh man, I didn't see it. Okay, I see your previous donation now, man. Thanks for the £5. Remember now, it's pounds is the F, and euros is the E. A really creative name. Thanks for another $2. Nobelium Uranium. Okay. Jimmy Ultima is satire, by the way, people. What's up, Ender Jack? Thanks, man. Favorite Cuphead song? I haven't heard all of them. I haven't played Cuphead. I have heard some of them based off request. In the what's that one called? Probably gonna screw up the name. A Hell of a Time, something like that. That one's pretty cool. I've heard a few pretty good ones. I can't think of the names of them though. Can you do a Mega Man 0 medley while you're at it? Maybe someday. I have to do another Mega Man medley sometime. I have to do Mega Man Medley 3. Let's see. Dribbles, where did you get that cup from? Pronto Pups. I've had this cup since I was a kid. This cup is probably over 25 years old. And I still have it. It's from, there's a place called Pronto Pups in, I'm assuming Memphis. 55 years in Memphis. So yeah. That's why there's kind of a funky looking caricature there. I guess they were like I don't know if they're still in existence. They were like a corn dog stand or something. Louis Riviera, I see you on Splatoon a lot. Yeah, I'm on there a lot. I play it like almost every day. For like at least an hour. Kayazor! Probably messed your name up, I'm sorry. Metopia, it has a great dang soundtrack. Yeah, one of the higher requested songs is I think it's the Dark Lord from Metopia, so that could come eventually. Planning to read music from other games, Taco again, or Taco? Like Terraria among others. Yeah, of course. In fact, the next song up probably know what game it's from. Mario. It's from a game we haven't done before, so there's that. Third-person or first-person shooters? John Frank. I actually prefer third-person shooters. That's probably why I like Splatoon so much. I don't know. I've always liked third-person shooters. I don't know why. I don't know what explanation to give you on that. Even like in Skyrim, I always use third-person mode. Do you know the unlimited lives code from Contra? Name. Up, down, or is it up, down, left, right, BA, select, start, I think. I probably messed up something. How far do you plan ahead songs? John Frank again? Man, lately it's been like months in advance. So yeah. Sometimes like it'll be just a couple weeks, but I like to listen to songs and get to know them well before I do them. Hey Johnny's music composition major. I just want to say I really love your arrangements, musical decisions you make. Keep up the great work, man. Thanks, Avon. Evan, 1025. Thanks, man. Means a lot coming from a composition major. Because I just have a freaking Idiot's Guide to Music composition book that I read. Would you ever consider doing a song from Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 OST? Yeah, I've listened to some of the Chronicles 2 OST, and it's got some good stuff. I do want to do one, probably this year sometime, so yes. What DAW do you use? 55 Sombrero, man. It's, man, my DAW is super old. I have the Digidesign Mbox 2, the big one. It just has everything I need, so I haven't needed a new one. That's why I still have it, so. Yeah, I got the old school Digidesign Mbox 2. I need a new one because if I ever decide to upgrade my OS, this old thing is not going to work with it. What brand is that hat? It's looking around for my backup hat that I drum with. I don't know. I got it from probably Kohl's, I think. Osama Ayachi, to be honest, I respect your dedication for your audience, Atma. I respect you for that. Anyway, man, of course, I love you guys. Without you guys, I would be nothing, so have to. Are memes a possibility in the near future? Isaac's stuff. I don't know, man. Like meme songs, steamed hams and shit. Tattoo on my arm is a. This is a cross I got when I was 18. Like, it's pretty generic. This, on the other hand, is a sea serpent made out of musical instruments. It's kind of hard to see here. If you go all the way up my arm, he has a headstock at the very end of his tail. His tail is half keyboard, and then there's drums here. It's hard to rotate my arm for this camera. And then it goes over here, and it's a fretboard. His head has like a V guitar right here, and one of his arms is a drum stool. So. Had actually commissioned one of my friends to do that, Nolan. I don't know if he's here or not. If he is, shout out to you, man. Did an amazing job. I was like, make a sea serpent out of musical instruments, and he made this, and it's on my arm for the rest of my life. Spiral Joel, ever listened to any of the Yakuza soundtracks? I haven't. They're mostly from the same composer as the F-Zero GX soundtracks. I think I've heard like a couple songs, but I haven't listened to the soundtracks. So. Just being honest. You ever think about doing some Bayonetta music? I've thought about it, DT Powell, but no particular songs have popped out of me that I feel like I need to do yet. But I would like to do some Bayonetta sometimes, just to represent the series. Mega Man X is awesome name. Hey Johnny, quick question: do I teach guitar? I do not. Ty Gampel. Maybe in the future. Maybe when I'm like older. Maybe when I know more. I feel like I don't know enough to teach guitar yet. Like. I feel like if you're gonna get instructed by somebody, they need to know the ins and outs. And I know, not bragging, I know like a lot, but I feel like I don't know enough to where I can properly teach somebody, especially like on an advanced level. Beginner level maybe, but intermediate, advanced, I can play it, but I'm just not knowledgeable enough to teach it yet. I'm still learning music theory. So. Please remove hat. Rotset, I told you guys, every year I make a deal with you guys. If we reach a certain sub count before the year's over, I'll do a hatless stream. I'll do a hatless stream and a hatless video, hell. This year it's 150. If we reach 150k before the year's over, hatless video and stream. But Last year was 100K, but we didn't reach it at the end of the year. We got kind of close, but not close enough. Whew, Master DD is your most remixed single track appearing on 3-4 separate videos, and you were just humming it on a scale of 1 to 10. How much do you actually like the song? Master DD in particular, I like Master DD. I prefer King DD's normal theme, but Master DD's theme is cool. And Buff DD is okay. It's got that newer Kirby feel to it, but I greatly prefer King DD's version. And plus, it's the first version I heard and grew up with, so it's the one I know the best. But I like Master DD's version too. Oh man, you guys are like throwing these super chat things at me. If I missed your super chat thing, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to scroll up and make sure I didn't miss any. A really creative name. I'll say you have a really nice voice for how you look. Also, seeing you release okay. Also, seeing you release all this for free just makes me feel horrible because this is HQ stuff. Yeah, man. All my stuff's always gonna be free for you guys. Always. I do iTunes and Spotify only because people have just been non-stop telling me to. Spotify I can understand. iTunes is like, why do you need it on iTunes? You can download it for free on my website, on Bandcamp. All the newer stuff is going to be on my website, like usually 3 days after I posted a video for it. That also, I forgot to say this at the top of the stream. Spotify and iTunes, when it comes to the normal stuff, like I'm still kind of learning how the whole process works. I was hoping that I would be able to add tracks to the 2018 album that's on Spotify and iTunes, like as I go along. I can't do that, apparently, without taking the entire thing down and resubmitting it. I don't have to pay for the licenses again, which is good for the Roman numeral stuff later on, but for now that sucks. Like, I don't want to take the entire thing down for 2 weeks just to put one song up. So what I'm going to do for Spotify and iTunes is release them in 5 to 7 song bunches, like the newer stuff. Like I think the 2 egg songs are the last 2 things I did before Dreamland. Oh, and Gladion. Those 3, I'll probably do like another 2 or 3 this month, and then the end of this month I'm gonna release that 5-6 song batch and call it 2018 Part 2. Then at the very end of the year, because I asked the Sound Drop about this, and I don't have to repurchase the licenses. But like I said, if I were to add a song to an album that had to take the entire thing down, what I'm going to do at the very end of the year is take down everything, and then 2 months later, or not 2 months, like 2 weeks later, re-upload all of that all as one album, which would be Ga Metal 8, or VIII. So yeah, I forgot to say that at the top of the stream. back to chat. Trying to read some names I haven't called out yet. Ivan Gonzalez, what is my favorite Undertale song? Spear of Justice is my favorite Undertale song. Because of that, the Undying remix I did last year is one of my favorites. Spear of Justice is just always, it just gets me pumped, man. Galaxy, what is your favorite remix you did? It's hard to say. It's hard to say Galaxy. There's so many. We're past 200 now. So it's too hard for me to say. I always have like tops from the year. Some of my tops from last year would be like the Undone one I just mentioned. Adventure's End turned out really good. There's just a ton. Illusion was really cool too. The Ravioli Man. Would you say your Discord is super active or really calm? It's pretty active. It's pretty active Discord. Conversation there in general regularly. Conversation in the other channels pretty regularly. It's a very active chat, especially if you're on if you're a patron. Patron Hangout is really active too. I'm really active there. I'm active in general too. I haven't really been super active the past month because of the Dreamland stuff, and I was working on the videos and the songs. But starting today, really, I'm a bit more active than I was. John Frank, favorite cheese? Swiss. It's nice neutral cheese. It doesn't like invade your taste buds too much when you mix it with stuff. What kind of breed are your dogs, and when is Fire Emblem? Ishak or Ishak Akutan. Probably butchered the name, I'm sorry. I have a Black Lab and a Carolina Dog. And Fire Emblem, I'll probably do another Fire Emblem song sometime this year. It's a couple I want to do. Will you release... Oh, I forgot to talk about that at the top of the stream too. Thank you, Rotset, for reminding me. Will you release any physical releases of your albums? Would love to have Dreamland Invasion in my collection. Yes, I am getting physicals made for Dreamland Invasion. Not like a ton. I'm going to get 300 made. There's several I'm going to gift to... It's a patron reward if you're tier 1, 3, 5, 7, tier 5 and up. And that's like 17 people. And then I'm going to do some giveaways there on Patreon. And then I'm going to open the rest up to you guys. I'm going to get 300 made, and we'll see how that goes. If those like sell like hotcakes and like they go in like a week, I'll get more. But I am going to do that, and I'm going to sell them at the lowest possible price I can because I don't want to profit off of it. So just a quick ballpark estimate, for people in the States, it'll probably be like $5. And that's including shipping. And for people outside of the States, probably like $8. Like, again, that's a ballpark. It could end up being like 6-9, but we'll see. But yeah, I am going to get physicals made for Dreamland Invasion next month. And they'll probably arrive to me like in the middle of next month. But I'll let you guys know about that. Follow me on Twitter for the latest updates. Discord as well. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that at the top of the stream. Damn. I usually have like notes. I didn't have notes this time because I just didn't really have a lot to talk about at the top. I think I missed some super chats. Let me see, Sword of Malnock. Thanks for reminding me. Sword of Malnock, if you're down to try a vocal song. You're the one who just told me. Rhythm and Balance could be awesome. It's underappreciated. Full cover of Never Turn Back would be cool too. I'll check those out. I'm not really familiar with Rhythm and Balance. Never Turn Back, of course, I'm familiar with that one because I did that in the first, Sonic Medley. Can I not look at the... Son of a bee. Okay. I can only go so high up in the stream. Oh no, it just takes a second to load. Or maybe it doesn't. That sucks. Is there a way I can see, like... Nah. If you super chatted me, and I miss you, I'm so sorry. But thank you. Let's see. Looking for names I haven't answered yet. Shy87, hey Johnny, how you like Zero Two's name? I love Zero Two's name. One of the better Kirby songs. Hypus, I'm ready for more remixes now. I'm ready to do more remixes, man. I'm like, I got so tired of recording video almost every day. Like, I was just like, I just want to be done. But yeah. The Negan guy, or Negan guy, do you like the music from the Dynasty Warriors series? Yes, I do. Dynasty Warriors has really good music. The last ones I played, I think were 4, 5, and 6. No, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think I played those. I haven't played anything recently from the Warriors franchise, but those all had really good soundtracks. Almost like you, original touch for every remix. Did you ever thought of doing more creative remixes? Osama Ayachi. If you mean like stuff outside of like metal and stuff, like yeah, I have. Moonstruck Blossom was kind of started off like that. More acoustic stuff. Go to the Atmacoustics channel. If you guys aren't aware, I do have another channel, Atmacoustics. The link should be in the description. If it's not, let me know. I post, man, I owe my patrons that are tier 5 and up like 1 million acoustic shorts. And so what I've been doing is making like short little loops out of the ones that are short enough that are like 30 seconds to a minute long. And I've been posting them there. And last month I didn't really upload any because I was doing Dreamland Invasion songs and videos. But I've been back on it the past 3 days, and it's looking like it's going to be like a daily thing from here on out, just because I have so many to do. They don't take me like super long to do, probably like an hour. But yeah, if you want like a nice short acoustic stuff, I have a ton of stuff there. I will be doing more full acoustic stuff in the future. Just right now, I just got to chop down this to-do list because it's crazy full. Fizzy Note, Dika. What characters do you want to see in Smash 5? People ask this in Discord all the time. There's two I want to see. One's my realistic choice, and one's my unrealistic, kind of realistic choice. My realistic choice, third-party one. I want to see Simon Belmont in his original Castlevania trilogy form. Kind of like how they did Mega Man. If they did a Simon Belmont with stuff from the first 3 Nintendo Castlevanias, that would be really cool. I could see that happening. Very easily see that happening. unrealistic-ish Geno from Super Mario RPG. I don't think it's going to happen because Square, for some reason, has this death grip on Geno, and they will not let him go for whatever reason. So I don't see it happening, but that'd be really cool. Those are the two I want to see. I said like several times before it was even revealed that Inklings are almost the shoe-in for Smash, and sure enough, first character revealed, Inklings. So I expected them. You want the Waddle Dee? Go get one from... I think they're on Amazon, and they're actually... The newer ones are actually made better. This one's old. Ty Gampel. I do live in Nashville. Actually live like on the outskirts of Nashville. But Nashville-ish. Cherry Cheesecake. My favorite tattoo is this one, the dragon guy. Then, you know, I got the Triforce and the Aces. This one's really cool. I wish you could see it better. Ronald McDongus, do you have any plans on doing a cover of the boss theme from Mario and Luigi Dream Team? Also, can't wait for the upcoming A Hat in Time cover. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, that's never let up, right? Because I want to say that's one of the more requested Mario and Luigi songs, actually. If it's the one I'm thinking about. So yeah, that could definitely happen in the future. Whew, let me take a breath. Again, if you guys are asking questions and I'm missing them, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read as many as I can. I'm also trying to look for people I haven't answered yet, so. Jose Sanchez, have you ever watched the Kirby series? I've watched bits and pieces. I watched bits and pieces. King Dedede, my favorite Atmacoustics. The full Gower Plains was really good. If you haven't heard that. There's like a lot of ones. This Steam Garden ones is really good too. There's, again, you're looking at like probably like over 100 to choose from. Those are the first two that came to mind. The full Gower Plains and this 02 on the Dreamland Invasion is really good too. Cherry Cheesecake. What's some advice you wish you had when you started? That you're not as good as you think you are. That's what I'd tell myself when I started. And that you need to focus more on getting your mix sounding as best as possible. Like, I've never been satisfied with the way I've mixed my songs until, like, 2015, I feel like, is when it got acceptable. That's why there's a Gametal V album, Gametal 5. 2016, I feel like it got better. 2017, the current sound we have now, the late 2017 and current 2018 sound is by far my favorite, and I think the best sounding. I don't strive to have the heaviest sound. I just don't. So I don't really sound like some of the other guys. Just because, like I said, I don't really strive to be super heavy or anything. I just try to sound cool. It's more game rock than it is game metal, really. Name, how's your Patreon holding up? The Patreon is doing amazing, and if you guys aren't patrons, you should become one because it's awesome. Helps me out a ton. We're currently up on Patreon to 11. Last time I looked, it was 1172. I think it's actually like 1160 something now, because somebody left earlier. But you know, that's cool. Yeah, it's up to like over 1160 per song. It's not. I don't actually get 1160 per song, because I lose money to fees, and with every song I make less because people have monthly limits, which I encourage people to do because I don't want you to pay for 8 songs a month. That's crazy. I don't expect you to do that, especially for those on higher tiers. I don't expect people to pay for any more than 1 to 4 songs a month, 4 being like max. So yeah, it's not really 1160 a song. It's more like it's 1100, and then it'll be like 700, and then like 6, 5, 4, 3 as it goes on. So. But yeah, the Patreon is doing amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for that. 1172 is... Okay, I thought I went down earlier. Guess I'm wrong. Ooh, Nintendo for the win. Actually wanted you to do Money Machine a long time ago, and I am so amazed to hear it after so long. It's like your best one from the Dreamland Invasion. You did a great job. Thanks, Nintendo. I'm glad you liked that one. That one was a weird one to do. That was the weird song. I almost didn't do it. It was kind of a late addition to my lineup. Because I was like, I don't know, this song's weird, but I wanted Robobot to have some representation. Excuse me. Okay. Louis Evra, genuinely my favorite remix channel. Always look forward to each upload. Thanks, Atma. Thank you, Louis. Or Louise. Fright Supremacy, thanks again for Dancing Mad. It will be featured in my next episode. Would you be interested in coming on one of my live streams after the cartoon featuring your track comes out? Send me an email and we'll talk about it. Right now, like I said, I have so much to do on my to-do list that it's really hard to promise anybody anything. Your boy Guzaba, would you allow people to use your music in mashup videos? I've already seen people who do. I don't mind. Feel free. Coolly, been a hell of a long time since I started listening to your stuff, but heck, been a fun ride watching you improve over the years. In terms of presentation, looking to be a patron whenever I can, man. Take your time. I greatly appreciate you considering it. But thanks, Coolly. Arctic Uno. Hey, Gunmetal, you probably don't remember me, but I asked a while ago about Wind Waker covers. Will that still ever happen? It's funny you say that because right now on Discord, the current request battle, if you don't know what that is, I pit 2 songs against each other, usually from the same series or similar. Right now, it's a Wind Waker song versus a Link's Awakening song, and the Wind Waker song is absolutely destroying the Link's Awakening song. It's Mulgara Battle and Tall Tall Heights. So, Mulgara Battle is destroying it at the moment. Kind of hoping Tall Tall can make like a slight comeback at least. I like Tall Tall. I like Mulgara Battle too, so whoever wins is cool. But yeah, that's probably gonna happen very soon. Bye, Johnny. Thanks for the stream. See you later, J-Dog. Thanks for stopping by, man. Ethan Fisk, could you give us another Star Fox cover? Absolutely will. Star Fox 64 is one of my favorite soundtracks. I wish they performed better on YouTube. They don't perform well in terms of views and stuff. You know, it's whatever. The last one I did was Surprise Attack. It's one of my favorites from last year. But yeah, I wish people like Star Fox music more. Star Fox music is good, people. You need to listen to it. Mr. Human, best Kirby villain. I answered this about 20 minutes ago, I think. My favorites, if you count Meta Knight as a villain, like him, but I don't think he counts anymore. So I'm gonna say Zero 2. I like his backstory. Zero in general, really. Looks like you really love the Waddle Dee plush. Yeah, I was fidgeting with this ruler earlier, but then I figured fidgeting with this would be a lot more fitting. I'm a fidgeter when I talk. Ooh, Carla! Caceres. I got excited hearing you saw some requests from Utopia Music. Please give it a listen to the rest of the soundtrack. Super good. Thank you for the Dreamland Invasion. Thank you for your, assuming you're subscribed. Thank you for your subscription and your support. Carla. I think I might have said Korea. Carla. Pokemon, do you exercise? If so, what kind of routine do you have? I do exercise. I go to the gym almost every morning at 6 o'clock. I have a arm and shoulder day, cardio, leg day, and then cardio again, and then weekend off. That's really it. I'm not one of those like crazy about fitness guys, because trust me, I eat like complete garbage. I'm probably gonna have pizza when I get off here. But yeah, because I do YouTube full time now, like exercise is not optional. I have to do it. Or you gain that like YouTube 20. You know, like when people they start YouTube or whatever full time, when they start doing internet stuff full time, like they gain 20 pounds. I had to like keep from doing that, so I like absolutely have to exercise. Oh, let me see. Looking for more people I haven't answered yet. Ada Tahir. Again, sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm trying my best, guys. Yo, Johnny, what are the patron tiers in terms of how much you donate and what you get out of it? Been thinking about becoming a patron for the first time and wanted to do it for you. It's like this quick breakdown. $1 tier is the news tier. You get access to all of the news, so you get to know everything that's coming next. There's a lot of acoustic stuff I make for the higher tiered patrons that only the patrons see, at least at first, until it gets used in future videos or uploaded to the Atmacoustics channel. There's a lot of those that are patron only right now. So that's like the news and update tier. It's the lowest tier. $3 tier, you get the early downloads. They come most of the time, like 99% of the time, a day before the video gets uploaded. Sometimes 2 days before, sometimes. Occasionally the morning of, but I try not to do that. I try to do it at least a day before. And most of the times, like I said, 99% of the time it's like that. So yeah, that's the early download tier. And you also, with that early download, you get all the downloads in WAV format, WAV. So you get the best possible quality if you want it. I know some people are audiophiles and they want best possible quality, and it's the easiest way to get that. $5 tier, request list tier, bar none the most popular tier. That's where you get a song on the request list. I do drawings every month. It's at least one drawing. I have several milestone goals set. It's typically every $40. Anytime we raise up to $40, I do an extra drawing. We've been hitting those left and right, and that's part of the reason my to-do list is super full. But you know, it's awesome. I'm so pumped to see it, to see the Patreon just still growing to this day, even as we have broken the 1,000 mark and everything. I also handpick a song from the list each month. That's my personal choice. Usually I base that off popular requests and stuff. So yeah, at least 2 songs are getting pulled from request list each month, but lately it's been like 3 or 4, so. $7 tier, you get your name in the credits at the end of the video. $10 tier is the acoustic short tier. I still owe them like 1 million acoustic shorts. I'm trying to get to as many as I can this month. And then this tier and up, the $10 tier and up, is where I start having limits, and they're all full right now. $15 tier, you get 2 songs in each drawing, and the $25 tier, you get an automatic medley entry on months I do a medley. So that's the quick breakdown. If you guys want to look into that, patreon.com/Jonny Atma. Yeah, like Dimitri just said in chat, $10 and up are sold out right now. Occasionally people drop off, but they go quick. And I think you can get email notifications for when they open up. I think. I'm not 100% positive. But yeah, give that a quick look if you guys are considering being a patron. I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, back to questions. Mike Love, best DDD. Well, DDD is perfect, so I would imagine every DDD is best DDD. Just Toby, favorite Kirby boss theme or theme in general? Another one I answered earlier, Dirty and Beauty. Dirty and Beauty is my favorite. It's so cool. What do you think about the new Smash Bros? Thanks, Wolf can make it. Dreamy X Striker, man. I sure hope so. I forgot to mention him for my wanted characters. Wolf was my main in Brawl, and they took him out. I wasn't surprised they took him out. I was actually expecting them to take Wolf out of Smash 4. But if he returned in Smash 5, that'd be really cool. Could be a main change-up. My main right now, for those wondering, people always ask, is Pit. I haven't been playing Smash lately just because, you know, I have a Switch now, and I can't be bothered to hook the Wii U up all the time. Mr. Human, DDD versus Goku, who would win? Well, definitely DDD, right? What's up, Nathan Hope? How does Waddle Dee eat food? He absorbs it. I've seen the clip. I'm the Calm Geek. Consider doing any Persona stuff? Yes. Stuff yet? Yes, I have. Nothing confirmed yet, but it's on my watch list. Persona. There's a lot of people who cover Persona stuff. Dark Ellie Kid. You know I do art while listening to music. I usually get ideas from music, and Dirty Beauty was my favorite song you've ever made, and it gave me probably one of my favorite drawings. I'm glad to hear that, man. Glad I can help you with your art. We help each other, artists and creators. Dereka, any plans to remix something from Guardian Heroes at some point? No plans yet, but I'll see if I can give it a listen. Am I sadly single? No, I'm married, Splatoon guy. Actually, I'm not wearing my ring, am I? Don't tell my wife. I usually take my ring off at night because it like pinches me and stuff. Rival, ever collab with Family Jewels? Aside from the Mario medley, we haven't. We have talked about it though. I'll say that much. We talked about it. Could definitely happen in the future. I don't know when, but yeah, we've talked. Why did we not get Miracle Matter? Why did we not get Miracle Matter, Johnny? Only Kirby 64 invitation we got was Aquastar Acoustic. Not entirely true because you guys got the 02 bonus acoustic track. I know. Miracle Matter is another song that a lot of people have been requesting that I didn't get to this time. But there's 2 songs that aren't Star Allies songs that I've noticed got a lot of requests and wants based from the comments from the Dreamland Invasion video. I told you guys I'll read the comments. I told you. Those 2 being Drossia and Miracle Matter. And I'm gonna consider them, so don't worry. Zach tier, you are God tier, sir. Thanks, man. If you need told that enough, I appreciate it, man. Jeremy Animation, do you enjoy making music out of good games? Of course. But it doesn't matter, good or bad. I've done plenty of songs from bad games, so. Dave, do you like the Metroid franchise? It's funny you say that. I've never really been a Metroid guy. I have played the first one and Super Metroid. Outside of that, not really. But I mean, I like the franchise. I respect it. So yeah, obviously I would prefer the classic, just because those are the ones I played the most. But I also really haven't given it a fair chance either, so. I need to get to the Metroid someday, like the Metroid Primes and stuff. Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Mania? Sonic 3 and Knuckles has the nostalgia factor. I guess Mania kind of does too in a way, huh? Mania's the better game, to be honest with you. Like, if you take the nostalgia thing out of it, Mania's very polished. When are you gonna collab with 8-Bit Drummer again? Hopefully soon, man. I love Gerard. He's an amazing guy. More collabs are coming soon, by the way. Promise. Both from people you know and probably people you don't know, so. Ismael G. Hernandez, can you do a collab with Honeycomb Orchestra? I'll have to check him out. Consider doing Xenoblade 2. Bardum, another question I think I answered earlier. Yes, I will consider doing Xenoblade 2 this year. Probably rather do Xenoblade 2 before I do another Xenoblade 1 song at this point, just because the game just came out. GY558 played Star Allies. No, I mentioned at the top of the stream I haven't even played it yet, so that's part of the reason I don't have any Star Allies songs for you just yet. Broad56, Jason Paradise. Yes, there's going to be a Jason Paradise God Metal stream in the future. Don't know when yet, but we've been talking about it. And if you're wondering how that's going to work, he's going to be doing God Metal songs on Cloud Hero. Classic Rising Entertainment, Chaos Angel Mix made me have a child instantaneously. Ecto Hex, will you ever consider more Mother songs? Yes, absolutely. There will be another Mother song this year. It's one of my early promises. I'm already making promises in this stream for songs this year. I've almost gotten to everything I promised last year. I think I did. There's a couple I need to get to that I promised last year that I didn't do. They're gonna be coming soon. Just made it. What did I miss, Toby? Just me talking a bunch of smack. Not Me Gaming, salutations. What's up, man? Temengu, Trunks theme from Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I'll have to check it out. I have to listen to that soundtrack still. Nintendo for the win. I just answered that. Me and Jules have talked. I'll say that much. It'll happen eventually. If you had any superpower, what would you have? Oh man, don't get me started on that tangent. Don't get me started on that tangent. I will always argue tooth and nail that super speed is the most realistic superpower that one can have in the real world. But I won't get into it. I can talk about it for like a solid 30 minutes. But I won't. Super speed. Mario RPG or Bowser's Inside Story? Mario RPG. I haven't played it all the way through. I have Bowser's Inside Story. I haven't played all the way through it yet. Can you do a British accent? Just curious. I can't, man. I wouldn't even know what to say. Give me a sentence to say. I'm not very good at impersonations. If I could recommend a Mario Party song that you could possibly cover, perhaps The Long Road Up, The Final Duel from Mario Party 4. I don't know what those are. I have to listen to them. Can I speak French? I cannot. I only know we. What about being able to read a book just by touching it? That'd be pretty cool. Cool superpower. But if you have super speed, you could super speed read a book. Super speed covers a lot of things. I know you did big honors. What about Mecha Sonic theme from Super Mario Bros. Z? Is that the Metal Sonic from Sonic 4, I think? It's considerable. Dark Ellie Kid. Wait, mate, let's cook some shrimp on the Barbie, eh? Power metal or heavy metal? They both have their pros and cons. What's the cutoff for songs that you'll do? Another Bardom question. Is there a genre that's off limits, or would you try anything? Man, after Pepper Steak, anything's pretty much eligible. Nothing will be weirder than Pepper Steak. Just to Toby, have you considered doing a cover of the Ultra Necrozma theme or the Ultra Recon Squad theme? I don't know what that one is, but Ultra Necrozma is definitely on the watch list. It's a high request. Do you sample replace your drum kit sounds or just use the sounds in the kit? Classics Rising Entertainment. Yeah, I actually use the sounds in Addictive Drums too. The sounds on the TD, the drum brain I have is the TD12, and the drum sounds on it aren't very good, to be honest with you. Addictive Drums has a really nice, realistic sound. I know like a lot of people use Superior Drummer and, what's the other one? The Easy Tune Tracks Drummer? No, wait, Tune Tracks is Superior Drummer. What's the other one? Easy Drummer? I prefer Addictive. Addictive has a really nice, realistic sound. Hi, hello, hey, what's up, man? Jose, Galagos? What is your favorite soundtrack from a Nintendo game? What do you think, Wallaby? Oh, I know this one. Final Fantasy VI. I was thinking Nintendo made Super Mario RPG. Well, again, that's kind of it's kind of hybrid Square Nintendo, but that counts. What things are you practicing on drums lately? Any exercises or stuff you recommend checking out? I recommend checking out the book. Obviously, Stick Control is one of the to-go books if you're a drummer of any genre. And Four-Way Coordination, really good book. I've been reading that, practicing some of the stuff in there. It helps. I'm actually going to upgrade my drum set probably next month. I spent like a solid 2 hours researching things. I need a bigger rack, and I need to get a freaking actual tom. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I do like my drum kit sound on Addictive Drums, and here there's actually 4 toms, but if you ever notice, I hit the rim of the first tom to get the high tom, and that's really annoying. So I'm gonna get another one and get that looking a lot more realistic. Give my boy Waddle Dee a kiss. Love you, Waddle Dee. Watch out for Doggy in the background. I see him. He's not doing anything bad now. Possibility of any more Final Fantasy covers? Absolutely. Hey, boy. Here he is. Want to show yourself to the camera? He's a black lab, so he's hard to see. Yeah, man. Final Fantasy songs, especially Final Fantasy 1 through 8. Some of my favorite. There's going to be more this year. The next one is, unless a Patreon drawing wins, more than likely is going to be Clash on the Big Bridge. I know that's the most requested one right now, so. My ear is itchy. Would you be laughing at you guys about the Waddle Dee? Have you heard the Comic Zone OST, Harry Wilmore? It's funny, we were actually talking about Comic Zone in the Patreon hangout on Discord the other day. Yeah, I have heard it. Now, I talked about Comic Zone, like I said, on Discord. That was a really good concept for a game. I had it on PC. It ran bad because my PC was bad. But, yeah. I know of it. Would you like to see a Master DD as a costume in Smash? Yeah, that'd be cool. I've played, Arkham City. Rival. Sam is Lightsuit, thanks for the 20, man. Here's to the drums. I appreciate it. It's gonna help. Just wanted to drop in, so I just want you to know, Samus, when you see my new kit, you helped. Wanted to drop in and say I love the Invasion, DK64 Ranger, especially all the callbacks in the D3 tribute. Thanks for doing all you do, and hype for your Hat in Time remix upcoming. Thanks, man. Glad you liked it. Marks for Smash? I don't know if that would work. We could use like a Marks Assist trophy though. Scam the Mean Lord, favorite gaming console of all time besides the Switch. It's funny you say that because I was gonna say like the Switch has been killing it lately. I have the most fondest memories of Super Nintendo games. I'm gonna say Super Nintendo. How have you reacted for Nintendo Live? Is that the online service that they're doing? Or are you just talking about the streams? Nintendo Labo. I think Labo's a hilarious and hilariously interesting concept. Ugh. Don't think anyone suggested or have you heard of it, but what about Devourer of God's themes from Terraria Calamity mod? Now, a lot of people have been talking about the Calamity mod and suggesting songs from the soundtrack, so don't think I've heard that particular song, but see if I can give it a listen. What is your favorite character from Mario or Sonic? Bowser. I've always been a Bowser guy. Labo Man for Smash 5, cause screw it. That's funny, Harry. Ayo, Mark's on Discord. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Retro? / Marks. I haven't played Wonderful 101, Mr. Heeman. Haven't played it. Man, I'm going for a long time. You know what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today. We're gonna keep going. Rage for Dragons. You know, I always slam myself for this. I need to play all the Mario RPG games. I haven't played all of them. Super Mario RPG has always like... Mario RPG has like a childhood thing for me, so... I wish they would make a proper sequel. I don't think they ever will. Nintendo acts like they just hate Mario RPG. Right here, Paper Mario. Mario and Luigi. Mario RPG, what's that? Nintendo for the win. What's your favorite game franchise? If Smash counts, Smash. Outside of Smash, I really love Kid Icarus Uprising. And I really dig the universe that was set there in Uprising. I know it's kind of like it wasn't like super deep in the first two, but Uprising really expanded the way that universe works. So let's go, Kid Icarus. Is there a way I can get a God Metal shirt if they are selling? Yes, Jose. Yeah, they are. The link might be in the description. I'm not sure. If not, it's in the video description. The links were all broken for like several months, and I didn't realize it until like last week. I did fix all of them, so they are in the video description if it's not in the description here. I think it's tpublic.com/c/GodMetalJohnny. I think that's it. But yeah, if it's not in the description, check video descriptions. It's on there, especially for everything made after 2017. You can get this shirt. It's a... If I were you, I would suggest waiting until there's a sale, because they do sales where everything is like, I think $12. And because the shipping is kind of high on TeePublic, and I hate that. I wish it could be lower. It's like $8 or something. But yeah, you can get this shirt. You can also get the same design on like other stuff like notebooks and mugs. I am going to have more designs coming soon, so yeah. Vengeance, I'm from Tennessee. I've lived in several different states, but I've been in Tennessee most of my life. And I've been here for the past 20 years. So, but yeah, I used to live in Virginia, Maryland, Rhode Island, all sorts of places. Navy family. You can get a freaking God Metal cup. You can. I need to get one for myself. Hello, pronounce my name as Stein. What's up, Stein? Had to ask if you played La Mulana or was Interstices Dimension you first have heard of it. It was the first I've heard of it, because if Giga Ganon's here, he's a patron now. Thanks, Giga. I don't know if he's here or not, but there's a guy, Giga Ganon. He led like this La Mulana revolt on my comment section for like several videos, and so I gave it a listen. I was like, you know, this song's pretty cool. And so I decided to do Interstice. I've heard other songs. It's a good soundtrack. And apparently the game is really good. I haven't played it myself, but I do want to play it eventually. Rafael Mendiola. I did not go to music school. I'm completely self-taught. I don't recommend being self-taught. Please go get lessons or go to music school if you can, because you will learn at a much faster rate than self-teaching yourself. But if you do, stupid microphone, if you can't afford going to school, gonna recommend several books for you right now. Kit.com/Jonny Atma, by the way, if you want to see some of the books that I have that I read regularly. The microphone fell again. If you want to self-teach yourself. Guitar aerobics. There's also a bass aerobics that I have. I really like guitar aerobics because it has a different exercise for you to learn each day that's based on a different technique. If you're an intermediate advanced level, chord tone soloing, this will help you like so freaking much. And I'm still reading this and I'm only like halfway through it and I've had it for like 5 years. Really good book. Idiot's Guide to Music Composition. Really good book because I'm an idiot and I need an idiot's guide. And my dog has paper. Look at this. You can't have this. He does this every time I stream. I don't know if you guys ever watch me on Twitch. Every time I stream, my dog knows that I'm busy and that I can't get up. So he gets paper and like chews on it. But yeah, I encourage you guys, if you can ever get lessons from somebody who's really, really good, always do it. You should always strive to learn as much as you can at all times. C-Gaming, what do you hope to see at E3? At this point, the only thing I really care about is Smash Switch. I want to see what the deal is. I want to see some new characters, man. I'm hoping it's... I've decided that my... What's the word I'm looking for? My brain just went completely blank. I've decided I'm on the side of it's not a port. So I'm gonna assume it's not a port, so I want to see some new characters and stuff, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see what it's about. I want to see if Wolf's coming back. Yes! Dark Ellie Kid, I do have Twitch. I didn't mention that at the top of the stream either. Twitch.com/Jonny Atma. I stream, I didn't stream at all last month because of Dreamland Invasion, but I'm gonna try to stream like once or twice a week. At least once from this point forward. Unless I get super busy with anything else. Vengeance, who is my favorite Family Guy character? Probably Stewie. What characters would you like in Smash? Just Toby. Another one I answered earlier. Simon Belmont, based off his original Castlevania trilogy incarnation, and Geno from Mario RPG. I don't think Geno's gonna happen though. Character ideas. Those two, and then I wouldn't be surprised if an ARMS character makes it in. Nintendo's been pretty adamant about, I'm not gonna say pushing ARMS on us, but they've been pretty adamant about reminding us that ARMS exist. And I love ARMS, don't get me wrong. ARMS is a really fun game. It's just that I feel like releasing it alongside Splatoon 2 was not a good idea because that's all I play now. What? What? Alright, I'm gonna give this another... Man, I've been on for an hour and a half almost. I'll give you guys another 5-10 minutes, and then I'm gonna hop off here. I think my dog wants to go outside. Mario Head, man, I've always believed that you deserve more recognition. Your videos are very cool. Thanks, Mario. Retro, I think this is a question we are all asking. What is the origin of the guitar? Is it a decal or paint? What type of guitar is it? If it's a decal, can I get one for my Kelly X? It is a decal that I put on there. I also sprayed it with some finish just to help it from deteriorating less. I think it's deteriorated at a less of a pace than it did before. I would get it professionally painted, but man, it's super expensive. Next time I get a guitar that's new, I'm gonna get the actual real deal. I'm going all the way. Gonna spend like a $2K probably on like a complete custom one with the paint job actually done on there. I don't have like the file for the decal anymore, unfortunately. So I can't like get that to you. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna get the real deal guitar with all of the hardware and everything I want. Quiet, baby. I'm almost done. Almost done, boy. My dog. This dog's name is Bear. If you can see him, he's super dark. So I'm afraid if I adjust my camera, it's gonna fall. He's right here. Yeah, you can just see like his eyes and mouth. Toby Arnold, been playing your songs on my work speakers when it's quiet. Turn it up, man. Remember the Siva Gunner collab? Of course I remember it. I don't know how that song... He's barking at people outside. I don't know how that song leaked, but it did. Dog! Come here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know there's people. What was the most physical pain you'd felt? When I was really young, sorry about my dog, I got a really, really bad, believe it or not, black widow bite on my calf. I used to live in Virginia, and we had a house, like, it wasn't like bug infested or anything, but there were black widows there. I remember a little bit before the bite actually developed, seeing black widows on my wall, like the morning I woke up. So I'm assuming it was. It bit my calf, and the bite got really freaking big. And so they basically had to cut part of my calf. I'm not going to say part of my calf off, but it felt like they did. It felt like like if this was my calf, it felt like they took a knife and just cut a slab of my calf off right here. And there wasn't really too much numbing done to it. It freaking hurt. I will never forget that. That was like the worst pain I ever felt in my life. So there you go. Luckily, I don't have like any major scars or anything from that. So yeah, that was weird. And then like we had to like drain it for like several weeks, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Ooh, Harry Wilmore, do you have any compositions? I'm doing a lot of piano recently. It's so satisfying and convenient to make something complete and impressive. I don't have any original stuff like that I've made lately, but when I do, you guys will know. Nathan Chung, what anime do I watch? One Punch Man is really the only anime I've watched lately, so. Any cheap mic recommendations? Yeah, this one, man. I use this one for my vocals and for the acoustic guitar. This is an MXL 990. This is a really solid cheap mic. I think it's like maybe like $60. Maybe a little more than that. I don't know how much it is now. MXL 990. Really, really good mic. You are gonna need something to power it with, like phantom power wise, because if you don't, it won't do anything. So you will need a preamp, but assuming you already have one with the 48V thing, this is a very, very solid mic. What remix do I want to do the most? Alpha Ray. Like all of them. Like I said, guys, I do a remix for myself like every once in a while, really. But most of the time, the stuff I pick, I love, so. Probably the next one I want to do, for me personally, and for you guys, is Clash on the Big Bridge. In Norm A, favorite weapon on Splatoon 2, I have only been using the Splat Roller, like the past 2 months. Probably a month and a half. I've been using only Splat Roller, and I have been absolutely dominant with it. I love it. Like before, I sucked with it, and then I was like, you know what, let's give the Splat Roller thing a shot. Man, it's so good. It's such a good weapon. I see why everyone uses it now. Before that, it was Splattershot Jr. Shiny Charizard, favorite Kirby game. I haven't played all of them, so I need to. Then I can give you a better answer, but for right now, I'm going to go Superstar. It's another nostalgia thing for me. I played Superstar so much when I was little. How long have you done remixes for? Game music remixes, I started semi-seriously in 2009. There's some stuff, if you actually look at my bio on JonnyAtma.com, I did some stuff in 2005 from Contra, but that was before I ever really got anywhere near decent. 2009 to 2012 Gunmetal is not very good. You can listen to it if you want. Maybe you'll find something you like, who knows. So yeah, 2009 is when I really started on Gunmetal stuff. And then when I came back from my hiatus in 2013 is when I got really serious. 2015 is when it started getting pretty average sounding. To use a DAW like Fruity Loops. No, I don't use Fruity Loops, I use Logic Pro X. I used to use Pro Tools several years ago, and then I got a Mac. My wife actually helped me get a Mac. And you've been using Logic ever since. That was back in 2014, I think. That's when I got the Mac. You've been using Logic Pro. I planned on switching back to Pro Tools, but Pro Tools now is super expensive, and Logic is not. And I've learned Logic enough now to where I'm pretty comfortable with it, and I I like it, so I'm gonna stick with Logic for now. Logic is really good if you don't want to shell out a ton of money for Pro Tools. Physical album release for Dreamland Invasion Retro. I mentioned this like in the middle of the stream. I'm gonna get them made next month, and when they are made, I'll let you guys know. I'll be doing some giveaways on Patreon and YouTube live stream as well. And best thing to do, I believe you can do like follow stuff on Bandcamp. You might have to make an account, but it's free. If not, keep an eye on my Twitter. If you're on Discord, I'll let you all know when they're ready to be bought. So yeah, sometime next month, probably like late next month, because I think it takes like 2, 3, 4 weeks for them to be made and shipped to me. Doggo's name, Q Metal Man. The dog, the black lab is Bear, or Lolly Bear, because when we got him from the shelter, his name was Lawless, and so we renamed him to Lolly, and we started calling him Bear. So, other dog. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay. Other dog is Carolina dog. She looks like a dingo. We call her Jujubee. She's actually named after a drag queen. Jose Galgos, how long does it take to learn an instrument? What is the fastest one to learn? It depends on the instrument. Some songs have a steeper learning curve. I believe personally, from my personal experience, and I could be wrong, instruments like the violin, woodwind stuff, saxophone, have a lot steeper learning curve than the bass. Is easy. I'm sorry. Like, if you're a bass player and I upset you and triggered you, I'm sorry, but the bass, when it comes to like the guitar world, the bass is pretty simple to at least do simple stuff. Now, when you start throwing slap bass and more faster paced stuff into it, it can get as difficult as you want it to be. But most of the time, especially in a lot of more modern metal, the bass is either following the rhythm or just doing the most simple stuff. It's part of the reason I like slap bass, because it sounds cool, changes everything up, makes things a little more technical and tricky. But yeah, the bass would be the easiest to learn because you only have to hit one string most of the time. Obviously, like I said, you can make it as technical as you want. You can do the two string chords and stuff like that. Drums. I don't know. Drums aren't easy to learn. If you know other instruments, it'll help. Like, one of the cool things about learning instruments, and like a lot of people are like ask me like how do I know how to play so many different ones? Like, learning one instrument will help you in other aspects of another instrument. Like, learning drums will help you with rhythm stuff on guitar and bass and all that. Learning guitar and bass will, in a way, help you with drums. I don't know how to explain it. It just does. It's weird. The best thing about drums, in my opinion, is they're the easiest to improvise on. Once again, it can get as difficult or as technical as you want, but improvising to stuff on drums is a lot easier than improvising to stuff with guitar, like, by a long shot. Improvising on guitar, really any instrument that isn't percussive, is super duper hard because you have to follow chord structures and patterns. You have to know on a guitar where you're at on the fretboard and what position you're in, and it's just super, super, super hard. Like, me, myself, I'm probably average at improv at best on guitar. I've been practicing it a lot lately. I'm trying to get better at it. It's one thing this chord tone soloing book I showed you a second ago helps with. But drums are really, really great for improv, and that's why I also tell people drums is probably the most fun instrument, because before I start like reading books, like I said, the 4-way coordination drum book and stick control and stuff like that, like, one of the coolest thing about drums is I can just plug my it's my phone. I was gonna say iPod, it's my phone. I just plug my phone or whatever in, and I can just kick on any song and just play along with it and just have a blast, and you can do whatever you want, because at that point the only thing you have to worry about is time signature changes and tempo changes. And in most songs, the tempo is going to stay the same, and if the time signature changes a bunch, you can just skip it and go on to the next song. Most songs don't have crazy time signatures, and that's kind of why like stuff like jazz and stuff can be a lot harder than metal, whereas metal is, your tempo is going to stay mostly the same most of the time, and your time signature is probably going to be 4/4, 3/4. And so, yeah, drums are the most fun when it comes to stuff like that. I missed a donation comment. Thanks for letting me know. Super Maze 9X. Love the Dreamland Invasion, Johnny. Certainly disappointed. Certainly. I'm gonna hope you meant certainly didn't disappoint, because you said certainly disappoint. I've been with this series ever since Superstar. Thanks, Super Maze, and thanks for the £5. Thanks for the £5. You guys are great. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other. I didn't see any other. Okay, am I a clone? I might have several different clone Johnnies. Cowboy Bebop covers. I don't know, man. Maybe someday if I start doing TV show stuff, anime stuff. Normal rarity. Ever listen to anything from Wario Land 4? I have. I can't say I remember them though. Game Boy, I have 4 tattoos. I have, oh no, 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have this Sacred Heart thing over here that you never see because it's always covered up. Cross, music, Sea Serpent, Dragon Guy, cards, Triforce. What do you think about Planet Dolan? I've watched a few Planet Dolan videos. Yeah, you're cool, Super Bass. I knew what you meant. It was funny to read, though. Rage for Dragons, would you ever consider making behind-the-scenes stuff? I've done a couple of posts on Patreon that are behind-the-scenes-ish. I do want to do like a video someday of me putting a song together and editing it to make it nice and smooth and cool for you guys. So eventually, that is something on my to-do eventually list. Are we getting another cover with lyrics like with 02? In time, Zach, in time. If you mean like fan lyrics or pre-made custom lyrics. I know Vine Sauce, of course. Game Boy 617. What's favorite song that I played? A lot of people ask this. I don't know, man. I've played so many. It's so hard to answer. My favorites to do are always the stuff that are from games that just like I love. Final Fantasy, Kirby, Mario stuff. But I love everything I do, so. What's the game which describes the most your childhood? The older Final Fantasy stuff, and probably like Mario. What do I think about 8-Bit Drummer? I love Gerard, man. You saw 2-Player, right? He's the man. I love him. At the real Samael, what video game has a soundtrack that hits home with you the most, not including Final Fantasy VI, Kirby Superstar, and Super Mario RPG? Dark Ellie Kid, did I say I'll do anime at some point? Who knows? Maybe. We'll see. That's what I always say. Bob, stay off the grass. What would you consider the goofiest nightmare you've had? Oh, I remember. I don't know if it's really a nightmare. I remember telling people about this a long time ago. I had this dream. I used to work at a gas station. It was my first job ever when I was like 19. I used to work at a gas station overnight, like zoning everything, I think is the term for it, where you move everything up on the shelves, and like generally just cleaning it up and stuff. Man, I loved that job. Like, obviously not more than this job, not by a long shot, but when it comes to normal jobs, I loved that job because it was so nice and peaceful and I could work at my own pace. Only got like $5.50 an hour for it, but man, first job. I had this dream where I was at the gas station and everything was made, follow me here, everything was made out of packages of hot dogs. Like, this cup would be several packages of hot dogs. People were packages of hot dogs, not like a giant package of hot dogs. They were composed of packages of hot dogs. And I was at the store, which was entirely packages of hot dogs, like restocking packages of hot dogs. But everything was a package of hot dogs. I don't know, it sounds really weird. That's the weirdest dream I've had, I guess. I don't know if it was a nightmare because I wasn't scared, but everything was a package of hot dogs. It's the weirdest dream I can recall at the moment. I'm sure I've had other weird dreams as well, but it's the weirdest one. Lisa BN, have you some advices to give for your fans? Work hard, then work harder, some people, because of their life situation, be it rich, poor, race, may require you to work harder than others, and it's not fair, but you gotta work hard, man. You just gotta work hard. That's my advice. Maybe I was hungry. But the funny thing is, I don't really like hot dogs, so it couldn't have been that I was hungry. What do you think of Siva Gunner? It's an interesting channel. I don't know how he leaked that Mega Man song I did, but he did. I blame Haltman. What do you mean in Splatoon 2? I just answered this like 10 minutes ago. Only Splat Roller. I'm a Splat Roller only guy now. I am sold on it, and it's the greatest weapon in the game. We're gonna see a remake of 02. I also answered this one a little bit ago. In short, yes, I will remake it in time. I want to get Edo Bean back on a lyrical version. If and when I redo it, it will be an instrumental, and if I get Edo back, a lyrical version as well. So it'll be like a two thing. Because I know lyrics aren't for everybody. Some people, like I said, the lyric songs are always like, they're always super hot. They always get like a lot of views and stuff, but a lot of people don't like them either. So yeah, I would do both. Make an instrumental and a lyrical version. What gender is your squid mid? He's a boy. Squid kid. Ultimate Landon. By the way, I'm seeing a lot of people are contributing money for Dreamland Invasion. Thank you guys so much if you're here in the stream. It's a big help, guys. Just want you to know, if you do contribute to Dreamland Invasion, not only does that help me live, because all my income comes from Patreon and YouTube now, but that's gonna go to help making things like the physical albums possible coming next month. Upgrading equipment. I have a lot of equipment that needs to be upgraded. First thing I'm doing, like I mentioned earlier, is these drums. I gotta get some new stuff going there. But yeah, you guys, it all helps. It all goes back to help. PokeChar really rock. Stuff is amazing. Greetings from Mexico. What's up, man? Favorite Pokemon? Ha hee hee hee. I am a superstar warrior. Alakazam was my favorite. What game series do you want to cover that you haven't covered yet? It's a good question. Game series I want to cover that I haven't covered yet. I feel like I've done everything that from a series that I wanted to do. I don't know, man. That's a hard one to answer. Anthony Real Samuel, I always wonder how the Edo Bean doing vocals thing happened. Who approached you? She approached me. She had actually recorded herself singing over the 02 remix I had. And I was like, hey, this is really cool. And I was like, why don't you send me the vocals and I'll mix it in appropriately. And so I did that for her. And that song actually popped off and a lot of people like it. So we're going to redo it one of these days. Is there a possibility of another Guilty Gear song? Absolutely. Blue Random User. Yeah, absolutely. Guilty Gear has a great soundtrack. Many songs I need to do from there. Some of you guys say some crazy things. Let's see. People I haven't answered yet. Cole Clifford, who's my favorite YouTuber. I don't want to single out anybody and make anybody's feelings hurt, because like a lot of them I talk to. Let's see. Favorite Kirby series villain? Super Maze. Meta Knight if he counts. If not, 02. Or 0 in general. Stretch 5, what instrument took the longest for you to learn to play? Learning any instrument is always an ongoing process. You'll never be done. But I guess I would say took the longest to get to like an intermediate level. Probably the keys, the piano. Yeah. Or the guitar. The guitar and keys are about even. I am so humble, man. So humble. YouTuber you want to collab with but haven't yet. All the guys that you want me to collab with, like Jules and Little V and Toxic. Favorite ROM hack? I don't know, man. I used to play like a ton of emulation back in the day, but I haven't in a while. I haven't kicked the Kirby to the curb. Not yet. Will we get any more Isaac tracks? Probably, Mr. Human. Probably. None of them on the to-do list at the moment, but I know it's another series people want music from, so. Re98 2. Anyways, wanted to say hi because I'm at school right now. Have fun at school. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I love what you do. You're an effing genius. Vito Corleone. Hope I said your name right. CHF. What is that? I don't know what CHF is. Thanks for the 5 CHFs. CHF. I'm trying to think of what that could be. Checks? CHF. Someone's gonna tell me here in like a second. I know you guys have like a 10-second delay. Swiss? What's up? Okay, Swiss. Okay, cool. What does CHF stand for? What? Okay, that's weird. Thanks, man. Oh, man, you're cool, Johnny. Thanks, Haley. If you do a God Metal remix of Jump Up Superstar from Super Mario Odyssey with Ed Ovine as the vocals. We'll see. See. No Doom has been covered a million times. Have you ever considered a cover from it? Yeah. S1E1 is the obvious one, but I might do some Doom someday. Emperor Zerbo, do you think God Metal or similar channels that perform game music that are copyrighted and stuff can be viable as live shows, maybe via collabs? Yeah, because people do that now, if I'm not mistaken, like at PAX and stuff, and MagFest. So yeah, absolutely. A lot of people ask if and when I'm gonna do live stuff. I'm not really into the whole playing to a backing track thing. I think that's kind of, I don't know. Like, if I ever do anything live, I want to go all the way, full band. Full band. Like, I don't want to do the backing track thing. It's not me. I want the whole shebang, man. So I don't know if that'll be anytime soon, but trust me, if such a thing were to happen, you guys would know. Because I wouldn't shut up about it. Vengeance, do I watch YouTubes of SMG4? Probably. I can't think of who that is off the top of my head. Akyu. Or Akayu. I came here to say I really love the cover you did in 2016 of Etrian Odyssey 3. Really a fan of the series. My heart enjoyed it from start to end. Really thank you for that. I'm glad you liked that. I might return to that series sometime. There's a couple other songs I heard that I was like, these are pretty cool. I know it wasn't the most popular, but you know, who cares? I'm all about doing what's not the most popular. Thanks, Mr. CJN. Even tracks I don't like sound great. Most underrated game you've ever played. Am I allowed to say Kid Icarus Uprising because I wish that game were on the frickin' Wii U, but they released it on the damn 3DS. It's not really underrated though. People who have played it love it, so. Most underrated game ever played. I don't know. I need to think of some of these, because a lot of these questions get asked to me every stream, and I never have an answer for them. I'm going to remember these, and I'm going to have an answer for you next time. How much time did it take for you to record Dancing Mad? Probably like a week. Maybe 2 weeks, if I recall correctly. That's one I want to redo someday. I don't know if I'll be able to redo that one this May, but eventually. Hate to be that guy Trevor is in, but is there any plans to continue the Star Fox 2 series and songs? Wolf's Theme was one of my favorite all-time fave covers by you. Would love to see Macbeth. I'm glad you like that song because it's one of my favorites too. Maybe eventually. Someone asked earlier if I was going to do more Star Fox stuff. No, I said yes for sure. I don't know if Star Fox 2 in particular, but we'll see. Okay. My dog wants to go outside. I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes, then it'll be 4 o'clock, and then I'm going to hop off here. Let's see. Looking for people I haven't answered yet. think I answered Mr. Human. Have I listened to Necrodancer soundtrack? Yeah, I've played the game. I actually played it on Twitch one day. It's really good. Yeah, I know. Kid Icarus is amazing. People generally like it. That's why I said I don't think it counts. What older songs do you want to remake aside from aforementioned Dancing Mad? Everything I did before 2015. Thanks, Ethereal. Let's see. Servant Princess, hi, I just wanted to say, excuse me, I love your work. You have no idea how many times I listen to your Kirby remixes. They're awesome. Keep doing what you do. Okay, bye. Thanks, Princess. Have you heard of Globs of Doom, Drybone 64? I haven't. Have I considered anything from Kingdom Hearts? That's a good question. Max de guess? Yes, I have considered a few. Hold on, baby, almost. There's a few songs I've been considering. Like, for the most part, a lot of the songs I heard were kind of lackluster, but there's a couple I heard that were really good, so I'm gonna see if I can do one of those. Hopefully this year. We'll see. Why not Spyro? Ray Grizzly, I talked about Spyro earlier. I'll have to listen to the soundtracks, because I can't really remember any Spyro songs. Alright, let's do 3 more questions from names I don't recognize. Thanks, Osama. Almost, baby. Almost. Fails Oliver. Have you considered doing anything? Considered covering DBZ, Budokai, Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3 songs. Let me look at something really quick. There's a song on the Patreon request list. I think it's from one of those games. I think. No. Oh wait, yeah. There's a couple Dragon Ball Z songs, not from Fighters. That's on the request list, and one of them is from Budokai. So yeah, there's a few I've heard. So that could happen eventually. All right, let's take 2 more. People I don't recognize. I think I answered your vengeance, but I'll go ahead and answer this anyway. How do other YouTube channels ask your permission for using your remix musics for their videos? You don't have to ask, just use them. Just use them. I appreciate if you give credit in the description. But yeah, just use them, man. You don't have to ask. They're for you guys to do whatever you want with. Black Mage Maverick, is there a series you haven't done any covers for that you'd like to dive into at some point? Sorry for the repost. Oh yeah, I didn't answer you, did I? I'm looking at my Nintendo games I have on the shelf. I would like to do a full cover of a Star Tropics song. There. I know I've done it in 2 NES medleys, but I haven't done a full one. Alright, let's see. One more question. Hextra Sharon, how about Advance Wars? Yeah, I did Sturm Scene last year. I'm probably gonna do Advance Wars again. Let's take one more question that isn't about a song. Black Mage 1608. Here we go. Last question for the day. Then I'll answer Mushroom Dude too. I like that question. Black Mage asked, what happened to the fedora? Man, people hated it. Some people liked it. There was a group of people who liked the fedora, and then there was this massive group of people that thought it was just the corniest thing ever. So I did away with it, and I just wore my casual hat. It'll probably come back someday for an appearance. Mushroom Dude 123, man, my old work sucks. Like I mentioned that early in the stream that everything before 2015 I'm very meh about, especially before 2013. I'm just like, it's okay at best, especially, man, before 2013 it's not good. But you know, it's all on my site if you guys ever want to listen to it. That'll be all for the day. Pepsi or Coke, Blue Random User. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. My doggy needs to go outside. He is laying down patiently, being a good boy. Just to recap before I hop off here, Dreamland Invasion is now downloadable for free. Hopefully I didn't run out of credits. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Let me check. I'm gonna check live on stream. Pretty sure I didn't run out of credits yet. They usually takes a few days. But yeah, you can download it for free. Gonmetal.bandcamp.com. Just enter 0 if you don't want to pay for it. If you do want to contribute something, you do have the option. I appreciate it very much if you do. I'm trying to see the credits remaining. Yeah, we still got plenty of credits. So yeah, gonmetal.bandcamp.com. It is on Spotify and iTunes. The problem with the release on Spotify and iTunes is the Kirby's Adventure medley is not on those because there was too many songs in the medley for me to get the proper licensing to get them up on iTunes and Spotify. So that song is missing. It is on the Bandcamp one. If you download the album on Bandcamp in its entirety, you get this remix that I'm about to play in the background for you as a bonus track. It is a 02 acoustic guitar and piano duet, I guess we call it. Yeah. Go get that. It's free. And it's really good. It's a good album. Other than that, a lot more songs coming this month. May Madness next month. Even more songs in June. I have a very, very full to-do list. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of songs the next few months. For sure. Really all year, but next few months in particular. Atmacoustics channel. A lot of people talk about I need to do more acoustic stuff. There's an Atmacoustics channel. Link is in the description. If not, youtube.com/Atmacoustics. ATMA Acoustics. COUSTICS. I post a lot of short loops there. The way I make them is to where if you have them playing on like iTunes or whatever, and you set them on loop, they will loop seamlessly. Like there won't be like a pause in the middle. It's really cool. But I mean, the downside to that is you don't have true endings. But if you just want to listen to the same acoustic thing for 10 hours, I got you covered. Let's see. Other than that, since Black Mage just said, wait, Johnny's on Spotify. I am on Spotify now. Every song this year will be on Spotify. They will be coming in 5 to 7 song clusters because of the way submitting stuff to Spotify and iTunes works. I have to do it in like I can't add one song to an album as I release. So the next album will be 2018 Part 2, and it'll have the 2 egg songs, Gladion, and probably the next 2 to 4 songs I do on there. Follow my Twitter. You'll get all the important news I post on Twitter. Join the Discord if you're a Discorder. You'll get all the news and then some. Because I'm there pretty much every day. Especially on the weekdays, because that's when I work. I'm on the computer. Might as well be on Discord too, right? Other than that, if Charles Martinet dies, Cole, I will be extremely sad. We'll all be sad. That's going to be a very sad day. Fox or Falco, Fox. I don't speak Spanish. I can read some. I can understand a very little bit. My mother's Mexican, so I know some. Can't speak it though. Ever play a song for Hotline Miami? I don't know. I have to hear the soundtrack. I think I have one song on the request list I've heard. Okay, that's it. Did a speed round of questions for you. Yeah, twitter.com/Jonny Atma if you want to follow me on Twitter. Discord is in the description. Other than that, just thank you guys once again for everything you do. So, whether you're a Patreon supporter or just a YouTube subscriber, every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. I couldn't do this without you guys. The only reason we have things like Dreamland Invasion and all the songs that I've been able to produce so far this year is because I'm able to do this full time now, and that's because of you guys, both on Patreon, YouTube, everywhere. So I can't stress enough how thankful I am for each and every single one of you. It's just amazing. All of you are just awesome. That's really it. Oh yeah, Twitch. I stream on Twitch once or twice a week. Different games. If you want to check that out, twitch.com/Jonny Atma. That's all. Go download Dreamland Invasion. Go enjoy it. Go love it. Listen to it over and over and over again. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Oh, I did this again. Second time I've done this. And then I got these guys. They're just messing everything up. Let's play this to go out. It's the bonus track if you download all of Dreamland Invasion on Bandcamp. Go do it. It's free. Love you guys.